Some actors don't just play their roles, they live them. They blur the line between character and reality, diving so deep into method acting that their on-set rituals become legendary or downright bizarre. From starving themselves to eating cockroaches, these performances weren't just crafted, they were survived. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on 5 actors whose extreme rituals shocked crews, transformed movies, and redefined dedication. 1. Daniel Day-Lewis. When it comes to immersion, no one goes deeper than Daniel Day-Lewis. For My Left Foot, where he played Christy Brown, an Irish writer with cerebral palsy, Day-Lewis refused to leave his wheelchair between takes. Crew members had to spoon-feed him and even wheel him around set. The line between actor and character simply didn't exist. Years later, on Gangs of New York, his dedication nearly killed him. Insisting on wearing only era-accurate clothing in freezing conditions, he caught pneumonia. Even then, he stayed in character as Bill the Butcher. His co-stars admitted they often forgot where Daniel ended and Bill began. For Day-Lewis, acting wasn't performance, it was possession.
Now something else, and please don't be insulted if I speak about this bread.
2. Shia LaBeouf. On the set of Fury, a World War II tank drama, Shia LaBeouf took method to alarming levels. He repeatedly cut his own face to create realistic scars. Makeup wasn't authentic enough. He wanted the pain. He didn't stop there. Shia refused to shower for weeks, living like a soldier trapped in filth. His tank mates complained, but his reasoning was simple. If they hated him, that was good, because his character was meant to be alienating. He even yanked out his own tooth just to get closer to the exhaustion and sacrifice of war. The result? A gritty, lived-in performance that shook audiences, though his fellow actors later admitted they weren't sure if they'd been working with a colleague or a man unraveling in real time.
Here am I. Send me.
3. Nicolas Cage. If there's a patron saint of eccentric acting, it's Nicolas Cage. On Vampire's Kiss, Cage took things to shocking extremes. In one infamous scene, he ate a live cockroach. Not once, twice. Crew members were horrified, but Cage insisted it was necessary. But the cockroach was just the start. He studied animal behaviors, crawling on the floor, moving like a predator, trying to blur the line between man and beast. Cage describes his approach as nouveau shamanic acting, tapping into primal, ritualistic energy. The result? A bizarre performance that critics mocked at the time, but fans now hail as pure, unhinged brilliance. It may not have won awards, but it cemented Cage's reputation as one of Hollywood's most fearless and strangest actors. 4. Christian Bale. Christian Bale's body is his canvas, and he's put it through extremes that would terrify most doctors. For The Machinist, Bale dropped more than 60 pounds, surviving on little more than black coffee, apples, and the occasional can of tuna. The transformation was haunting, a skeletal figure that embodied insomnia and despair. But the real madness came next. Only a few months later, he needed to bulk up to play Batman. He not only regained the lost weight, but packed on nearly 100 pounds of muscle. His transformation from frail to formidable remains one of the most shocking in Hollywood history. For Bale, the pain was worth it. His commitment gave The Machinist its unforgettable edge, and Batman begins its imposing Dark Knight. But it also raised the question, how much can one actor's body endure for art? 5. Adrien Brody. When Adrien Brody landed the role of Władysław Szpilman in The Pianist, he wasn't satisfied with just learning the lines. To capture the despair of a Holocaust survivor, he sold his apartment, his car, and gave up nearly every comfort in his life. He lived in isolation, disconnected from family and friends, immersing himself in loneliness. Brody learned to play Chopin, starved himself, and carried the weight of Szpilman's silence and grief. His dedication was so consuming that when the film wrapped, he admitted it took months to feel like himself again. But his sacrifice paid off. At just 29, Adrien Brody became the youngest actor to win the Academy Award for Best Actor. And it wasn't just a win for him. It was proof that method acting, when taken to extremes, can transform a performance into pure history. These stories show us that the line between genius and madness is razor thin. Their rituals may seem strange, even disturbing, but they left behind performances that audiences will never forget. So tell me, what do you think? And if you love discovering the wild, weird, and hidden stories that shaped Hollywood, hit subscribe.